I'm trying to figure out like the proper way to actually put this in the video, and I'm really struggling to put it together. Now, I'm gonna start off this by saying this content creator right here has now officially broken up with Saintontas. He has glazed Saintontas for a while, and somewhere along the line he started making actually relatable content when he realized that Saintontas is going a little bit overboard and telling way too much lies about Zenith Zone Zero. The two of them kind of had a falling out, and it only got worse from there. And this is also shots fired at Tectone as well. Like, for these content creators, there's no such thing as friendship. And what I'm talking about in particular is Saintontas and Tectone. There is no such thing as friendship. The only thing that they want is yes man. And as soon as you do not preach the same thing that they say, you're the enemy. Because why would you disagree with me? I thought we were friends. When that really shouldn't be the case. Like, as a friend, you should be able to talk to your friend and say, you're wrong in this, and debate it out, and at the end of the day, still be friends. Like, as guys, I'm not even talking in general. As guys, I've had friends as guys that we literally fight each other in school, and we're still best buddies, still best friends, everything's still cool. Like, we can have difference in opinion and still be friends. But the moment you decide to have a different opinion than Saintontas and Tectone, you get hated on, you get shitted on, and you get bullied by his community, and then his community goes into your chat and start bullying you. And if you're not good at articulating yourself and defending yourself, you're gonna be in a lot of problem. You're gonna feel a little bit stressed out about it, and then you're gonna crash out. It's unfortunate to see, but I think Saintontas doesn't really have much as we can call as yes man. And like, everybody that watched Saintontas is just basically watching him so they can have some talking point to go into content creators like me who actually do honest reviews on these games, and then complain and say that, oh, Kartitia is not a power creep because, Genshin did it, Honkai Star Rail did it, when that's not even the thing that I'm talking about. What I'm talking about, power creep does exist in Water Race right now. How are they gonna fix it? I don't know. But I don't know, man. I was going to make a full review of the video, but I realized that I somehow magically turned into the 1 hour, and there are parts of it that I would have to edit out, and I just can't bother doing it. So I just make it in a short form to say that I saw this coming. What Saintontas did with Zenith Zone Zero is wrong with saying that Zenith Zone Zero's rewards, anniversary rewards, is not better than Water Race. It's 2 to 3 times better than it. He's wrong in saying that Miasma Shield can only be cleared by the Rupture units. He's wrong in that by far. So, and the problem with this is, the reason why this content creator find it so hard to defend Saintontas is because the lies that he made were so easily disproven. It just make anybody that follows Saint look like a complete retard. Honestly to God, it just make them look so fucking stupid. But they come into people's chat, they talking the most stupid things, and to everybody else that have a brain, you just look like a dumb idiot. Like, I make a video telling you guys that there is a big difference between Carter's premium team and whatever the fuck you can use with it else. There's a huge difference. There's a huge difference that our main weapon is so strong compared to anything else that she can use. And you know what I got? But Genshin Impact did it. Well, Honkai Star did it. Y'all are forgetting the point. When we do it, it seems as predatory. But if Wuthering Waves do it, it's fine because Genshin did it. When Genshin Impact locked 10 poles behind the second phase of the banner, it's predatory. When Wuthering Waves do it, it's fine because you have a little bit of gap to get it. When Honkai Star Rail did a 4-banner run and run Akron and Jiao Cho on the same banner, we saw it and say it was predatory, which it is. Fine. When Zani and Phoebe run on the same banner, it's best value. So you see, the criticism is there when it's not their favorite game. When it is their favorite game, the criticism is gone. It's not an issue. Honkai Star Rail's story, let's say it's 8 hours long. The story is far too long. Wuthering Waves 2.0 story, you can look it up on YouTube right now with no commentary, is 6 hours long. Nobody complained about it. Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail didn't have a skip button. Why are you guys not having a skip button? Why are you guys not having a skip button? All I've heard. As soon as Honkai Star Rail had a skip button, the reason why you guys have a skip button now is because your story is trash. Wuthering Waves has a skip button. So that automatically means that Wuthering Waves' story is trash as well. So you kind of get what I'm saying here? This is why I never associate myself with Tectone or Saintontas or say I'm trying to get their approval or any of that shit. Because I am too honest. I can't stand it. If Genshin Impact mess up like how they mess up with the artifact loadout system when they should have just added out right, they have to jump through hoops, and I said they did it bad. I didn't get any hate from my community about that situation at all. When I make a criticism on Sender Zone Zero, I don't get a critique. I don't get too much hate on it. I just get people that like Steam Bung X that tell me to give the game a shot first before actually deciding to just say, oh, it's completely bad. And I did, and I loved it. But when I do the same thing with Wuthering Waves, it's problems. Absolute problems. It's the end of the world. I should not criticize Wuthering Waves. You guys may not know this, but there's a game called NTE that's coming out, what is literally GTA Gacha. That has so much people having eyes on that right now. There's a game called Azura Vermilia that is marketed as the Genshin Impact killer. And to segue into something that I want to talk about, the reason why people call Genshin a Genshin killer in the game that comes is because Genshin is so good. I think Azura Vermilia will give Genshin a real run for their money. Wuthering Waves had its moment, but I don't feel like Wuthering Waves is a real competition to Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail compete on their own. The only competition Wuthering Waves really have is Zenith Zone Zero, and I don't think that's for long because the changes that they have made is insane. Exploration is insane. The story is ridiculous. I don't like the fact that they implemented a mini game in the middle of the story, but overall, I thought the story progression was going to be slowed by what I've heard by many people. I think the introduction to the new area was the slow part. But when the story kicked off, it was insane. No, it's not insane. I'm glazing a little bit. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not as insane. It's not that insane. I'm joking. It's pretty good. It's still pretty good. The quality is still there. It's like set up to what's gonna happen. Anyways, all I'm saying is that I saw this coming. It's sad to see that Saintontas break up with somebody else, but there's this African guy that is glazing Saintontas well, so I think he'll do fine as a replacement for this guy. As far as this guy's content is concerned, I think he'll do fine. He won't get as much traction as he used to get because it's very easy to hate on the whole universe title. You get a lot of views for that, but I'm not setting off for that. I am not experiencing this doom and gloom that these content creators are trying to push on you, saying that Genshin Impact is unclearable, when I literally just built a EULA team and I literally almost 36-star Genshin Impact Abyss and it's not even finished yet. So Genshin Impact endgame is not as hard as they make it out to be. Xenozone Zero's endgame is not as hard as they make it out to be. Even Honkai Star Rail, you can clear it. It's just that it requires a lot more brain skill, and because of how easy it is to farm in the game, I think that's why they can. Honkai Star Rail is a difficult situation. It's a whole difficult situation. But anyways, that's my thoughts. I had a sad day in the Wither Race community that Saintontas and that guy is broken up. I wish him the best with his content, and if he wanted money, if he wanted views, he should have just done what Saintontas did and like just farm the hate and use that to gain money by saying Howeverse is bad. I am not in the position where I need money from YouTube to sell out. I won't do that. Like, I have money outside of YouTube. I don't need to worry about that. But for the content creators like Saintontas and Tectone, they're incentivized to hate on Howeverse, because if they ever decide to come and say like, oh, I really love Genshin Impact, I'm gonna go to Genshin Impact and I'm gonna quit Wither Waves, that it will be done. It will be done. Tectone may be able to pull it off, but Saintontas on his own will not be able to pull it off, because the majority of Saintontas fan base is Tectone. So you get what I mean? Like, if Saintontas decide that, oh, I'm gonna go back to Genshin Impact, it's just not gonna work, because Tectone still hates Howeverse, and from Tectone still hates Howeverse, it's just not gonna work. Saintontas has to make these videos. It's getting extremely difficult for him because, oh my god, it's getting extremely difficult for him.